3 proven keys to set and achieve your goals. Most people set goals, but very few turn them into consistent action. In this video, I will show you 3 keys to define a goal that truly matters, to build a simple and actionable plan, and 3 specific actions that can lift your success rate to 70%. This approach is backed by research from the Dominican University of California and combines high-performance practices together with lessons I have learned in more than 2 decades in sales and leadership at Google and IBM. Let's dive in. Clarity precedes momentum. So let's clarify direction first. Take a moment and ask yourself this. What would you genuinely love to do or accomplish over the next 1 to 5 years? It's not what you should do, nor what others expect from you. It's about what actually truly matters to you. Just bring your thoughts on paper. That's really important. And then pick the thing that matters the most to you right now, that pops out, and set a clear deadline and define a guiding principle to help you stay on track on the journey. Let me show you 3 examples. The first one, this here. By June 30, my website is live, and the guiding principle could be, I keep it simple and budget friendly. And the second one could be this. By December 31st, I am at my target weight. In this example, 16 kilo lighter. And the guiding principle could be more movement, healthier eating with flexibility. And the last example could be this. By December 31st, my YouTube channel has reached 10,000 subscribers. And a potential guiding principle could be make better videos more consistently and keep it fun. All 3 examples are from my own life. My website is built. The weight goal I had reached many years ago. At that time it was 10 kilo in 6 months. And with my YouTube channel I'm in the middle of the process. The takeaway is this. Writing down a goal with a clear deadline already increases your likelihood of success to 40% based on the study I initially mentioned. This is the first of the 3 actions I mentioned earlier. There are 2 more to come to lift it to 70%. This is a solid starting point. But now we need a plan, an actionable plan. And for that, we break down our goal into useful chunks. Ask yourself, what are the 3 to 5 steps to make your priority 1 goal happen? And if you started today, what would be a good outcome by next Friday, 5 o'clock? Don't overthink it. Leverage best practices, ask someone who's done it, or look it up, or use AI to inform yourself. Let me show you how this looks for the same 3 goals. The first one about the website, the 3 chunks that I had decided were to plan it, to build and test it, and then to run and optimize it. And in a second step, I listed the actions needed to accomplish each of these 3 chunks or steps. And then I defined the weekly outcome. As a very first point, my goal was to define the goal and the scope of the websites that I wanted to build. And then with the weight goal, I did the same. I took my target weight and I divided it into quarters. In the example I show here, it was 16 kilo divided by 4 quarters, which meant to lose 4 kilo per quarter. And the first weekly outcome, if I would start January 1st, would be to lose 333 grams until next Friday. I simply calculated 4 kilo divided by 12 weeks in 1 quarter is equal to 333 grams. And the same for the YouTube goal. I simply chunked down my goal of 10,000 subscribers into these 4 quarters. I started on January 1st with 1,000 subscribers approximately. So in my personal case, I thought these numbers would be realistic. And then again, I broke it down into a weekly outcome. In the case of my YouTube growth goal, I'm starting the year with a 90-day challenge. And the first weekly outcome would be to upload 1 new video by next Friday, 5 o'clock. And the practical tip, print your plan and make it visible somewhere where you see it every day. Me personally, I made this plan at that time to lose my weight, respectively to control my weight loss. Here, I have the weeks from January until June. And here, the weights that I wanted to lose, in my case it was 10 kilo, And I had projected the weight that I wanted to lose. At that time, in my case, it was 400 grams that I had expected to lose per week. And the cool thing was, this is motivating. If you see that, you really execute the actions that you want to do and then see that you progress, that's really a good motivation. And the same for my 90-day YouTube channel. This is actually my real plan, and I have it here on my pinboard on this side. So it serves me as a weekly checklist and helps me to stay on track. The takeaway here, big goals become manageable if we break them down into chunks, and actionable when we define a concrete outcome for the week in front of us. And if you make your plan visible, it turns into a checklist that guides you week by week. And clarity leads to action. But what does action really look like? It comes down to two things: consistency and progress control. If you decide what action it takes to achieve your goal, and I'm talking here about repeated action, and you commit to that action, and you share this commitment with someone you trust, you lift the likelihood of achieving your goal to 50%. And if additionally you review your progress on a weekly basis and you share the progress with someone you trust, you lift it to 70%. The two decisive success factors are our mindset and our habits. Now, you might ask yourself, well, what are really habits? Habits is nothing else than repetitive activities, such as, for example, to brush our teeth, or the habits you see actually here. They come from the world's largest high-performance study. High performers consistently seek clarity, they manage their energy, they know what drives them emotionally, they are productive and influential, and they take decisive, bold action. If you want to go deeper, you find a video on each of them in the description underneath. But now let's make it real and get back to our examples. High performers typically take action in a systematic way. They conduct weekly planning sessions to define the outcomes that they want to achieve by, for example, next Friday afternoon, 5 o'clock. They take daily decisions about the most important activities to achieve that weekly goal. And they conduct an evening review as well as a weekly review in order to see what worked, what did not work, and what could be done better next week. And to celebrate what worked. It's important that we reward ourselves for all the good things we are doing as well. So concretely, to me, it was clear my weekly outcome was 400 grams. In the example that I'm showing here, it's 333 grams. And my commitment to achieve this weekly goal was this. I told myself, between Monday and Friday, I will eat 3 healthy meals. And I will move every day between 30 and 60 minutes. And in addition to that, I will avoid alcohol during the week. And when I talk about flexibility, I meant this. Me personally, I love chocolate. So I didn't exclude chocolate from my plan. I told myself a certain specific amount of chocolate is still allowed. Of course, a limited amount. And the same for alcohol. I knew that there are from time to time some business events, some social gatherings, where I told myself, okay, this exception works. But in general, I avoided alcohol during the week. And to be even more concrete, this is the type of breakfast that I enjoyed. And honestly, I still do it the same way today. And this is the type of meal I was eating during the day. At lunch and at dinner, I followed the simple 50-25-25 rule, which means 50% of our plate is vegetables or fruits, 25% carbohydrates, 25% protein. This is also recommended by many nutritionists, and of course, it's only about 1 dish, not 2. But this system, it worked for me. And every weekend, every Saturday morning in my case, I checked my weight, I went to the kitchen, and I updated my plan. And I thought about what worked this week, what did not work, what could I do better next week. And the same process applies to my YouTube growth goal. It means to me the weekly outcome is to produce 1 video and upload it by Friday, 5 o'clock. And every day I prioritize my activities to achieve this goal. As a creator on YouTube, it means to plan the video, to research it, to script it, to film and edit it, and to publish and review it, to do a lessons learned session. And additionally, I do every day an evening review as well as a weekend review to see what worked, what did not work, and what I could improve. The takeaway is this: consistent focus on needle-moving activities, on high-impact activities, is what produces results. And the game changer is sharing your commitment and your progress review. To wrap it up, the 3 keys to set and achieve your goal are: write down your goal and set a clear deadline, and to define a simple plan and make it visible, and to take committed action, to do a regular progress control, and to share it with someone you trust. And when you combine these 3, progress becomes inevitable. And with the right mindset, it becomes sustainable. If you want to go deeper into mindset, I would recommend you this video here. And otherwise, I thank you for watching, and I look forward to see you again soon.